Hello everyone, I'm Jesus and welcome to the next episode of the Road to Old School MTG. In this video I have for you round 4 of the AB40 World Championship held at Dave's Time Warp in Cedar Grove, New Jersey in January 2025. As the name implies, this is a tournament where only alpha and beta cards are allowed, no proxies, 40 card decks exactly, no sideboards. There are of course a lot of additional rules as well, but as the video progresses and we get up to those points, I'll be addressing some of those rule changes. Other than that, let's start with the deck tech. The first deck I have for you here is a mono black deck played by Matt. So we have basic swamps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 basic swamps plus a Mox Jet. Now remember, all of these cards are either alpha or beta, so this is very nice. Some very nice cards here, like that Mox Jet, that Demonic Tutor. We have, for creatures, we have a good ramp going. We have 3 Black Knights, 3 Hippies, 4 Send Vampires, and that 1 Nightmare in the corner. Looks pretty nice. I see a Chaos Orb, 4 Drain Lives, 3 Dark Rituals, 2 Pestilence as well. So the deck can be a little fast, especially if Matt gets that Mox Jet early on. Of course, the Dark Rituals can also pump out a quick Senjir or even a Hippie, and of course the Nightmare. That's like I mentioned, that's a Chaos Orb over there. All these cards are either alpha or beta, so this is a big reason why I wanted to record these games. I personally did not participate in this tournament because I don't have nearly anywhere near the sufficient cards to make a deck for this type of event. But I wanted to make sure I recorded some of the games here because I felt there was a lot of Magic history that was happening in this tournament, and the rules also reflect that. So 40 card decks. Certain cards, I believe commons, you're allowed to have more than 4. Chaos Orb is also an important card. It's played as printed originally in alpha and beta, so any cards that it lands on, so it can destroy more than 1 permanent. And that's where you're going to see players spread out their cards on their play area, just in anticipation of maybe someone casting a Chaos Orb. So a pretty straightforward black deck, other than those Pestilences, so those could work really nicely with going against Weenie decks, or just to finish off the game. So very nice deck here, very nice cards, that Mox Jet, that Chaos Orb. Let's look at Matt's opponent. Here we have a black and blue deck played by Charlie, so also a nice alpha or beta Mox Jet. I see, so we have quite a bit of lands, swamps and islands, 3 Dark Rituals, 3 Side Blasts, 2, so some counter magic here, 2 Power Sinks, a 1 Control Magic, and look at that, very pretty Time Walk. 1 Royal Assassin, 2 Senjurs, 3 Hippies, a Terror main deck, 1 Pestilence as well, 3 Drain Lives, a Clone, and 3 Unsummons. So it's a pretty well-rounded amount of cards. So you have definitely a few early things to do. Let's see, with the Dark Ritual you can definitely ramp up, of course. Those Unsummons I think could work out really nicely. That Terror, that Royal Assassin, that Lone Pestilence can be maybe used against faster decks, or kind of like to finish off the game, or both. Control Magic can be pretty sneaky, and then direct damage through Side Blast and Drain Lives, right? So this seems more like a mid-range kind of deck. Stall out initially on summons, Terror, Power Sinks, or protect your creatures. The Hippies, of course, in particular, very nice to play one out real quick if possible. With Dark Rituals, it's definitely possible for a turn 1 hippie. Alright, so pretty interesting deck, and also some very nice cards here, some very nice pieces of Magic history. Let's go into game 1. We have Matt on the left, Charlie on the right. Sorry for the angle being a little bit slanted, but as the tournament passes along, things can occur. Alright, so these players are awesome, giving us a look at their hands. So both players have lands and spells. Ooh, Matt, it looks like he's going first. You do draw as the first player in AB40. I wonder why he didn't play that jet. I guess he had nothing turn 1 with that jet and didn't want to expose. Wanted to be a surprise, I guess. So Matt's just playing a swamp. If you can only mulligan if you have no lands or all lands, and you have to reveal your hand, but you can continuously get more mulligans, and it does not cost you a card every time you mulligan. Okay, now we go here. 2 swamps. Charlie had played an island. Matt played a second swamp, and then sinkhole Charlie's island. So that's crucial because Charlie's playing 2 colors, so it can definitely take him off 1 color, or at least make it a lot trickier. Matt now has quite a big lead in terms of mana production. He has 3 swamps now and a turn 3 hippie. Charlie's playing the second swamp. If you notice, they're kind of spreading out the cards, right? So that's in anticipation of perhaps a Chaos Orb being played by their opponent. The Chaos Orb is played as printed, so whatever it lands on, it'll destroy, and it can land on more than 1 card. And you're allowed to move around your play area as much as you want until a Chaos Orb is revealed. And then you are not allowed to move it after that. So to anticipate that, players are already spreading out from the very beginning. Charlie had a very nice Dark Ritual followed by a Drain Life to kill the hippie, but then Matt just followed it up with a second hippie. So Charlie gained 2 life. The life total is in the middle bottom. So wow, so Charlie, yeah, that 1 kill on that island is big. I see at least 2 cards, yeah, 3, 4. I think over half his Charlie's hand is blue, and he can't play any of it. So okay, well, there we go for this card from the hippie. Matt came in for the attack. Random card discarded. He has 4, and he has that. Yeah, when is he playing that? Max Jet. Oof. Send your vampire. That's big. Okay, there we go. An island for Charlie. I see a time walk. Terror. Okay. Oh no, but oh, that terror is going to be useless. I mean, he only has 1. Okay, so we get a hippie from Charlie. I guess since they're both at 20, I guess if you're going to do it, it's okay to do it now. So I see another vampire in Matt's hand. Okay, I think he's doing a Drain Life. Ooh, Drain Life for 2. Matt's up to 22, and then he's coming in for 6 and a discard. Ooh, this is when, so Charlie had that time walk in hand. He chose to do a hippie play, and also instead of the time walk. So maybe yeah, he was at 20, drops to by 6. Okay, oof, he still has that time. Okay, Charlie better play because he's low on land, so he needs to get more lands. So the control magic was discarded. Unfortunately, that terror does nothing against Matt. I see a clone. Ooh, that clone. Oh wait, I see a Dark Ritual as well. Yeah, there you go. Ritual and clone, perfect. On the vampire, of course. So Matt could drain life if he has one. If he does, then he's coming only with the vampire, so they're trading. You gotta trade. What? Alright, I mean, okay, he was at 14, taking 4 more, 10, it's not so bad, so I can see it. Okay, but now when you see that second vampire, like, dang, I should have blocked. Alright, so you gotta land, good. So you see they're spreading out, just in case the Chaos Orb comes into play. Alright, you gotta do that time. Okay, he can try to attack. He's just passing. I mean, you want to maximize that time walk, yeah, but when you're behind the 8 ball, you gotta use it just for like, okay, there we go. So now players are not allowed to move, alter their play area. They can, and Matt is using it right away, so he's going to the other side. Oh, he's trying to get a 2-for-1. Ooh, 2-for-1. Nice flip by Matt. Okay, so now the Chaos Orb is out, so you can move around if you want. 4, 8, 2. That's 10. And then that's the game. Yeah, and he never played that time walk. Oh man. Charlie did it. He did try to do his best. Yeah, he had that drain life on the first hippie, and then Matt followed up with second hippie. He got the clone to negate the first vampire. Matt got a second vampire, and then got a Chaos Orb to block, and then just come in straight for the win. Wow. All right, let's go into game 2. Game 2. Remember, player 1 draws as well. All right, so does Matt have? I think Matt only has 1 land. Charlie has no blue, 2. Okay, but he has 2 swamps and a jet, so that's not bad. Even though he doesn't have any islands for blue. Matt only has 1 swamp, and then his hand is killer, but he only has 1 swamp. He has to keep it. You can only mulligan unless you have all lands or no lands in hand, and then you reveal. So Charlie's drawing. He got another swamp. That's good. There we go. Jet. Nothing else, I don't think. Yeah, but still. And then spreading out the cards. So I think Charlie had a. Does he have a hippie? Nothing turned. Oof. And still no blue for the blue cards. Alright, Matt is got another land. That's a big deal. Ooh, and then he destroys 1 land from Charlie. So that means he's not running away with it. He would have 4. Okay, 4 lands there. He would have been 1 away from the Senja, but now he's 2 away. 2 mana sources unless he gets a Dark Ritual. Alright. Ooh. DT. So Matt may just very well just go for a land. Yep. He looked for a swamp. So it was crucial that he got that second swamp because he had that demonic tutor in hand, in his opening hand. And if he wouldn't have used it unless he got in maybe a 3rd swamp, but he didn't want to take a chance. Yeah, you have to have at least 3 because then you can do the hippies, drain life for 1 at least. And then if you get a ritual, you can do a Senju. Alright, so Charlie played us. Okay, I mean, he has 4 mana and a blue. So, okay, I think he's just being reactive now. Like, I think he has a Side Blast in hand. Alright, so Matt is playing the hippie. Ooh. Oh no, that's not a Side Blast. I think that's control magic. He needs that second blue source. But he has 5 mana, so Senju's coming up. Alright, that's pretty good. I really love how the players spread out their cards here. Ooh, so Matt's really spreading things out. So he's gonna have some lands on the upper side of the play area. So don't forget to count those as he's playing things. Alright, so he has 4 mana now. He can attack. Send your vampire blocks. He drains for 2 unless, I don't recall when the vampire gets the token. Is it at the end of combat? I think yes, at the end of combat. So actually that won't work. How was that? 1, 2. Oh, he had. Okay, ooh, I didn't notice it. But all the way on the top of your screen, Matt had 2 lands. He just had to spread it out beyond the visual area of the camera. But yeah, he has 5 swamps now, and so he met his Sengir. Okay, do you have a side blast or something? Okay, yeah, nice. Only 2 life. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna lose a card, but you gotta put on the pressure. And he has an unsummon. Ooh, no attack. I mean, you know, he might think, okay, I just gotta hold out for 1 more. I mean, and he does. Oh, now he can. So once you reveal that Chaos Orb, you're not allowed to move your cards. You can tap and untap where they are currently, but that's the only thing you can do. All right, so Matt's Chaos Orbing, trying for a 2-for-1 again. Can he get 2 2-for-1s? Whoa, 2 2-for-1s. Wow. Charlie lost a swamp and a Sengir. I think for Matt it must have been tempting to go for a swamp in that island because that's the only blue that he had. Okay, and he got another swamp from his hand. Wait, that's unless. Oh no, yeah, that's only. Okay, Charlie knows Matt played his Chaos Orb, so he's not gonna do it again. Unless he brings out a Regrowth or something. But no. He's confident that he is mono black here. Alright, so unsummon for the hippie. Charlie has a power sink, but unfortunately he can't unsummon and power sink at the same time, or else he could have potentially, yeah, he had enough to power sink if he had one of those was a island. He has another unsummon. I would wait until the attack, because maybe Matt makes a mistake. He casts something and then he attacks, and then he cannot recast the hippie. Yeah, but this is just stalling at this point. Oh no! Oh man. Sinkhole on the island. Because from Charlie's deck pick, we did notice more swamps than islands, right? So they're just harder to come by. Alright, so Matt attacks for 2 and then another discard. Okay, so with the life, okay. Dark Ritual. Charlie has 5 mana out. I think he can cast everything in his hand, in his deck. The issue is not having blue. Alright, so yeah, that's 6 swamps out. A 6/6 nightmare. So Charlie was at 14 and Matt had only that hippie out, so it's like, okay, he's losing cards, but he has, and then Charlie's getting another blue. His whole hand is just blue, but not with that. Thank you, Charlie. But with that 6/6 and now 7/7 nightmare, wow, 9 coming in for 9 and the discard. So Charlie is at 5. Wow, he has to get something big, and I don't think that Chaos Orb is the only thing that can save him, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and nope, that if he didn't get another turn. It was Matt drain length him exactly for 5, right? Because that Nightmare is a 7/7, so he has 7. So he has 7 lands up. Wow. Alright, so very interesting game, very fast game over here. That's something that I've noticed, and the players were commenting on this Alpha Beta 40 tournament. Since there are no sideboards, first of all, and 40 card decks can be very well planned out, and just, they always go for the throat. So games can go very, very quickly, as you saw there. Very nice game. Congratulations to Matt, and thank you all for watching.